Now we go to chapter 16, Sustainable Management of Natural Resources. Now, living in harmony with nature is not new to us. Sustainable living has always been an integral part of India's tradition and culture. Sustainable means to preserve and to conserve, okay, along with the nature. Now, entire world has to be living in harmony, okay. So everybody has to live together. That is, in Sanskrit it is known as Vasudeva Kutumbakam, okay. That is, an entire earth is one family. That is mentioned in Manu Upanishad, okay. That is in Atharva Ved. So for all this, we have all learnt about some natural resources like soil, air, water in class 9th, okay, and how the components are cycled over and over in nature. Now here we should look at some resources, how we are using them, and what we should think while using those resources like forests, wildlife, water, coal and petroleum. That is what we are going to study in this chapter. And what are the issues at stake, okay, which come into consideration when we are deciding how to use these resources and how they are managed for sustainable development. Now, along with the traditional practices. So we often hear about environmental problems like global level problems. Okay, there are some international laws, regulations, our own national laws for environmental protections. Now, national and international organisms, they work towards the protection, okay, of the environment. So all these sustain the environment, making certain laws, okay, and regulations. Now let us see how we can start about it by getting aware. Okay, first of all, you should have awareness about the problems, okay, which are caused by unthinkable exploitation of our natural resources. So when you don't think, when you are using certain resources, certain problems arise, okay. Now for one example is, this is a recent phenomenon that our society has become aware, okay. Now the first step is Ganga Action Plan, okay. Now, this is a multi-crore project which came in 1985 because of the awareness. The quality of the water in Ganga water was very poor. There's a bacteria known as coliform bacteria that was found in human intestines, okay. This is because of the water contamination by this disease causing microorganisms. So everybody can fall sick because of this coliform, okay. So the Ganga Action Plan came into consideration by the government. Okay, just turn the page. Now this is information about Ganga, how it runs to different cities and how the waste is drained into Ganga, okay. So because of this Ganga's pollution, it also kills the toxicity of the fish which are there in this river. Please go through this, did you know, okay. And there are two plans or programs, that is Namami Gange program, which is an integrated conservation mission that was taken by Union government in June 2014, and the second one is the National Mission of Clean Ganga, that was in October 2016. These are the twin objectives for Ganga. Similarly, we have for other different areas also, we have got different plans and action taken place which are taken place by our government, okay. Now before all these things, what is our duty, okay, which we can do for the nature? There are 5 R's, okay. That is refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose and recycle. This each one of us can do to save the environment. Now the first is refuse. Now what does refuse means? Refuse means saying no to the things when people offer you which you don't need. So refuse to buy the products or which can harm you and the environment. Okay, for example, say no to use of plastic bags. Next is reduced. That means you use less, which you don't need it, don't use it. Save electricity by switching off unnecessary lights, fans. Save water by repairing leaky taps. Do not waste food. Next is reuse. Now this is better than recycling actually. What is reusing? Okay, now it uses some energy, no doubt. Okay, now reuse is simply using the things again and again. Like for example, throwing away used envelope, you can reverse it and use it again. The plastic bottles which you buy for food items like jam or pickle can be used for storing things in the kitchen. That is known as reuse. Okay, now the fourth one is repurpose. Now repurpose means when you buy a product which cannot be further used for that original purpose, now think carefully and use it for some other purpose. For example, you have got cracked crockery, the crockery for eating or whatever, you had brought it in your home, or cups with broken handle. Okay, you can use it for growing some small plants or feeding vessels for birds. So the purpose is changed. Okay, now next is recycling. Recycling means what? All of us know that you have to collect some plastic, paper, glass, metal, and then you have to recycle these materials, and then you make another fresh material with this recycled material. Okay, so what happens, instead of making new fresh plastic, synthesizing new plastic, paper or glass, metal, we just recycle and use them, this same material. But for that, first we need to segregate or separate our wastes so that they can be recycled and they are not dumped along with other waste. Okay, so everyday choices which we make, we should make environmental friendly decisions. Okay, economic development of our country is also linked to this environmental conservation. Okay, thank you.